seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a store like this.
Historic Lambeau between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Packers at 7-1 now on the year, and they've been cooking these last.
Extrapolate that over a full season. What does that come out to, partner? 14-2. And anyone in the NFL, they'd sign up for that record, that's for sure.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields, left side, got Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. On first down, Fields. He'll find Smith-Marsette complete. So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accused the officials of kind of playing to the home team, but not in this case. They're just trying to administer the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag.
And that is incomplete. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Back to throw, Fields.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
So Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal.
This a 43-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running right, Jones. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing now is Rodgers. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a 1st down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to 1st.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Rodgers.
He'll find Aguara complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
Throw right side, going to be complete to Aguara.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers, and he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers have taken the lead.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. Fields on target to Mooney. First down, Chicago.
And 8-yard pickup. First down, Chicago.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 5 now.
Fields.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
On 4th down, Michael Palardy on to punt.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Rodgers now on first down.
Completed out left to Dobbs.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's the option going left on 2nd down.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And the Packers pick it up.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Rosai's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they top 30. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the front.
Touchdown, Bears!
Velus Jones.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw.
He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
first down carry by Jones. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Just not a particularly confident throw there. That one, it had a lot of air under it.
And the fact that it was thrown out towards the sideline, the ball seemed to hang up there forever. That's one that you go to bed dreaming about as a defender because that's about as easy as they come.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On third and short, they'll try option left. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Here's Michael Palardy now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. That's taken on the 25, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
On first and 10, here's Fields.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Montgomery. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, a 22.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
Here's Fields.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields
with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game.
And the Bears have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he's got his big tight end here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
And he's got Dorsett complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now Jones. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Philip Dorsett from 13 yards out.
And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the 4th. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a one-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Fields on first down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Fields. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
From the gun, here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Fields going to get this to Montgomery. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Fields throwing again.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 14. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house. So they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. David Montgomery, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
To throw is Rodgers.
Finding Watkins.
This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Now Rodgers. On the move past the 40. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Rodgers to throw.
He'll find Aguara complete.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll try and throw for it. It's complete, and he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Back to throw, Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Now Fields.
He's got a man complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And they will take a knee here.
Well, they took us